Tonight, thousands of international students, specifically Indians here, they are realizing that expensive American education, it no longer guarantees stable job or any long-term security. Well, for years, the formula looked simple. Top US university, good internship, big tech job, H-1B visa, green card path, settled American life. But tonight, that pipeline is collapsing for many students. Well, take the case of Sakshi Patel, a 23-year-old Indian student completing her master's in financial management at Boston University. She currently works under OPT, optional practical training, but her work authorization expires soon. She cannot secure another qualifying job quickly. She may be forced to leave America entirely. And here, Sakshi's story, it is becoming increasingly common across campuses nationwide. Well, according to the Economic Innovation Group, nearly 84,000 international students are expected to graduate with bachelor's degree this particular year, alongside thousands of master's and PhD graduates entering an already weak job market. But the market itself, it has changed dramatically. Hiring slowed sharply, visa sponsorship collapsed, AI reduced entry-level opening, and the companies become more cautious. In fact, one statistics tonight is specifically devastating. The percentage of employers offering the visa sponsorship reportedly dropped from 10.9% in 2023 to just 2.6% in 2026. Think about what this means emotionally for students and families. Indian parents, they spend huge tuition fees, their life savings, education loans, years of sacrifice, believing that America guarantees opportunity. But now, many graduates, they leave universities with debt, unemployment, visa fear, emotional burnout, uncertainty about the future. In the meantime, career advisors, they say now that many students are now making parallel plans. Like this includes Canada, Australia, Europe, East Asia, and returning to India entirely. And here experts warn that America itself may suffer economically if highly skilled international graduates, they stop choosing the US in large numbers. In fact, one report estimated that America could lose hundreds of billions in GDP if STEM international student numbers, it declined sharply. And while students struggle with collapsing expectations, employees already inside big tech, they are now emotionally breaking under AI-driven pressure. Tonight, employees inside Meta and LinkedIn, they are describing an emotional crisis that is spreading across Silicon Valley. Layoffs are no longer just financial event for them. Workers say uncertainty itself is psychologically destroying them entirely rather. Meta recently laid off about 8,000 workers, right? LinkedIn cut roughly about 600 employees, but the emotional damage goes much deeper than numbers. Well, one long-time Meta employee admitted that for weeks I checked my email every morning before deciding whether it was worth commuting to work or not. Other confessed that I cried in shower. Now, pause here and think about how shocking that sounds. These were once considered dream jobs. Huge salaries, prestige, elite campuses, stock option, luxury benefit, career stability most importantly. But now employees say that they feel disposable, constantly monitored, emotionally exhausted and afraid of AI replacing them. Some Meta workers even claim that they are literally helping train the AI system that may eventually reduce the need for human workers later. In fact, Meta's internal Model Capability Initiative, it reportedly tracks the employee computer usage to improve the AI system. Now that has created enormous fear internally. Workers say that if you're on work machine, you're probably being surveillanced. Well, we are training our own replacement. Here, psychologists now warn that chronic uncertainty, it creates real biological damage. Rising cortisol, in fact, anxiety, depression, sleep problem, emotional instability, and identity crisis. And perhaps the most devastating part, that many workers no longer feel proud working in big tech. They feel trapped, and that too inside a permanent insecurity. And you know what? While Meta employees emotionally collapse under pressure, entire American families, they are now financially collapsing together after this mass layoff.